So I know I have a habit of changing the set pretty much every time I do a video, but I promise that's not gonna happen anymore from this point on. Maybe. All right, we're gonna do DYD. This is not one of those ideas that I gave up on. I've just been tired. So today's song is gonna be from Mr. Norman Alport. So from the description that he sent, so this is a song he wrote called Runaround Girl. From the tags that he used on the file, it's sort of a Kings of Leon, Band Camino style pop rock demo, which I love. So let's just listen to it. All right, so I'm thinking we're just gonna go like straight pop rock with this one, which is actually perfect because I just got a new guy who would be perfect for this. This is my new Ibanez Artcore, and I am in love. Dun, 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 dun. Where did my capo go? Oh, here, it's still in this guy. We're in A flat. So let's do guitar rig. Clipping. Okay, now let's actually record some stuff. I'm probably gonna do more of a simple voicing than him. All right, and now we've got our two main electric guitars. Actually, my tone... Nah, it's fine. For me with drums like this, it depends a lot on whether or not I'm using pre-mixed samples or unmixed samples. For something like this, I'd probably just use pre-mixed samples just because it's easier to get the vibe and the feel. So here I just have this. I just use them for writing all the time. This is from the Rock Solid Easy X. I was riding with John Bon Jovi yesterday, and we do not need it in 16ths. Tap, tap. And obviously, like, if I were to actually arrange this out, I would do the MIDI way differently. Like, you need to almost find a balance between, like, are you trying to make the MIDI realistic or are you trying to make it fun to play around with? And right now I'm just making it fun to play around with. If I were to actually, like, bounce this down and, like, do the mix, I would probably tame the MIDI a lot more because right now everything is kind of like... Like, it's fun, but it's not realistic to what it would sound like. I put that double hit on the wrong one. Also, I put a ride in there. There we go. We don't need that ride hit. I just want these to sound decent-ish right now, so I'm just gonna quantize these guitars. Normally, you don't want to go too heavy with like quantizing guitars automatically like this because sometimes they can sound a little weird. That actually might be better as like a lead into the So what I'll probably do is this sort of like trail beat out. Save that one for the end. So I am noticing that he has some acoustic in here, which granted I probably just wasn't paying attention, but I probably would have used the chords that I played on the Ibanez here. I probably would have played that on acoustic had I realized that, but no biggie. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do more of like a Nashville style thing. We're gonna double the chords, but we're gonna use a different voicing with a capo. Not a perfect take, but it got the idea down. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna throw my basic acoustic chain. There's a lot of like pick hitting the guitar. I don't really care about that right now just because this is like more of like a background element. Like with guitar takes like this, you can always just do another one. And we don't want these guys to be super audible. We just kind of want to bring them up just a little bit. Let's do bass. This is the one problem with having a lot of instruments. You're always having to change the gain on them all. We're gonna do more of a grungy bass tone. Probably a little less grit. So let's try to play something to that. So I've copied the MIDI onto another MIDI channel. I'm gonna add a drum rack. I'm gonna go to my samples. I'm gonna use these, and I'm gonna layer these samples underneath it. Snares, we're gonna use this guy. So before, after. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mute the snare on one of them and the kick on the other one. So now we have them on separate channels. Snare. And we're gonna go to the bass and we're going to throw a compressor on it. We're gonna side chain it to that kick sample. So the bass is gonna lower in volume every time the kick hits. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna throw a little bit of glue on these guys. Just makes them a little bit tighter. I need to stop doing a mixing tutorial right now. Let's do a couple more guitar layers, and I think this one's actually good. Let's do this guy. More of a Strat. And let's do one more ambient layer and we'll call it a day. There, so I'm just gonna glue those two together. Oh my goodness. So yeah, my camera overheated twice in making this video, and I really don't want to wait for it to reheat to do the outro. But yeah, thanks Norm for sending in this song. It was a lot of fun to do some pop rock stuff. If you want me to take a stab at your demo in a similar fashion, there's a link in the description for DYD so you can submit your own song idea. Also, my new single Dive is out right now. Link is also in the description. And if you want to vote on what my next single will be, that is also in the description. Thanks, I'm out.